Hey YouTube, this is Angie and I'm back with another video. I said I'm back with another video. It is lit, it is lit, it is lit. How are y'all doing today? Oh, it is very bright over in that corner. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix it. I'm in a new room because I'm tired of the laying down thing. I look too fat, so we're not going to do that. But let me see if I can fix this light. Better. That better? All right. All right, guys. Like I was saying, we are back with another video today, and it is still bright. What the heck? Oh well, whatever. Scary videos that will make you double check your locks. So you're gonna get so scared in this video that you're gonna double check your locks. I don't know. This by Chills Clips. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, and let's jump into the video.
Mansion. After entering a creepy forest to search out a haunted mansion deep within, YouTube team Ghost Theory finds it, but it may not be empty.
Hey, get away from that food.
Did you hear that? That was that. Straight away.
Oh, let me get my hand off there. For one.
There's someone walking around. We say this every time there's someone.
How are we supposed to hear people walking
In
around
an upstairs
if we hear the music
room,
in the
they hear
background?
something else.
That complex or anything, it's just weird.
I think that's what they hear the music in the background.
Yeah.
They head to the stairs to check it out.
Hello?
Like, how are we supposed to hear anything?
Hello?
As they move downstairs, this happens.
That was right behind me, though. It's just the wind. It's just the wind. But it was such a force right behind me. That loud noise.
They ask the spirits to react, and they follow through.
Can you make a sound? Can you throw something or show yourself if you're with us?
Later, another clanking sound is heard.
I'm recording a
Some light
video.
taps follow.
What do you want? Come here. Come here, mommy. You're such a baby.
Those are little taps now.
In another
Such a
stairwell,
baby.
Elliot hears something that Joe doesn't, but then they both hear it.
Just heard something like.
Here it is again.
I've just heard something like.
I think this is enough evidence to confirm this mansion is haunted, but the spirits
hold
here
on.
seem too shy to reveal themselves. It is again.
I've just heard something like.
Oh,
I think this is
in
enough
that
evidence
window
to
up there.
confirm this mansion is haunted, but the spirits here seem too shy to reveal themselves. Number 6, The Odyssey Paranormal Society is a Minnesota-based group of ghost hunters who become close after a number of bizarre and scary shared experiences like this one in May of 2015. While conducting a paranormal investigation at a haunted house, a ghost hunter named Sean makes a request for any spirit to make their presence known.
Wherever you can manifest your energy with.
I've seen that. Oh, they're playing on something different.
Jesus.
Oh no, it's the same thing
Two
flying
orbs
around.
float overhead, followed by a loud noise that makes Sean jump. The next month, they get more paranormal evidence that the house is haunted, this time in the basement, when a hideous ghost face appears on a night vision camera in the window at 2 a.m. There's also some kind of light anomaly at the very beginning of this video that could be an apparition. Light shouldn't be reflecting off of anything in a dark basement, so this is bizarre. And 5 years later, the Odyssey Paranormal Society continues to make ghost hunting videos that are beyond creepy. They are exploring the second floor of an abandoned home when they stop for a
hold on.
moment to try
I
and
know,
communicate
I
with
know.
the other
Hold
side.
on. It'll show in a second. Oh,
Could you-
see that back there? Yeah, you can.
But,
Hold on. This right here. I was like, what is that?
okay.
It doesn't sound like an animal, and it doesn't sound like passing traffic. This is the voice of a ghostly woman screaming her answer to their question from far away. While entering a deep dark cave, these brave souls nearly left their skeletons behind.
Sounds like an animal. Jump scare?
Good gravy, what is that? You can see
So
the
fake.
creature momentarily as they enter.
I see the creature.
But for some reason, this encounter doesn't send them running for the
Creature.
hills. And then, not long after, this happens. That hissing is somehow more terrifying than a deafening roar. And the figure's features are equally horrifying. The fact that they didn't leave on the first sighting of the creature makes
You know
me
it's
think
fake.
this is fake. But as we only caught a glimpse on camera, maybe they just didn't see him in the darkness.
No.
If it is active,
Better believe.
then it's an incredible fake.
I used to play the paranormal all the time, and if I would have seen that, no matter how many times I played the paranormal, if I would have seen that thing, at first glance, I would have jumped. For sure. For sure. They didn't make any reaction at all.
Is this the work of the legendary magician Hashina, published in September of 2021? This scary video is tantalizing. While I don't have the full context, the short clip shows some men sitting around a room. Some of the men are chanting. What are they trying to do? Exorcise someone of a possession? I'm not sure. But as the group sits there, a creepy shadow figure emerges from behind
Someone
the
could have been
door's
standing
fogged
behind that
glass
door.
window. It rises, and there doesn't seem to be enough room behind the door for something to remain otherwise hidden. What's going on here? Is it some sort of ritual? Don't close your eyes, because when you wake up tonight, this thing will be waiting for you. This creepy farmhouse will have you swearing off abandoned buildings for life. Published by DO's Urban Exploration in April of 2013, the uploader admits to being skeptical to the paranormal, but this incident made him consider opening up to the possibility. Da writes that the house sits about a half a kilometer from a road in Bobcage, Ontario. The house is isolated with just a barn and an outcrop of other buildings. It appears from a distance to be tightly boarded up, but a back door was wide open. He writes, now it is very possible all the environmental conditions were perfect for this experience. However, Wingman Jan happened to be with me on this explore, and we are in agreement. There was something more to this. He says the video doesn't really do the reality justice. The sounds were much more magnified, which he describes as like freight trains. He writes, there was the sound of someone else walking. There was the sound of something heavy being dragged across the floor. And when
Whoa.
exiting, it was like
That
being
big fight.
followed out to the threshold of Inside and Out. Without further ado, let's take a look at the cryptic video.
All right, I'm going to go grab my drink. You guys, stay right here.
Want to know how I got
Oh,
this
let me get you guys this
$50,000
commercial.
check for an accident I was involved in over 5 months ago? Look, if
Right there.
Even the approach to the house's exterior is a bit unnerving. The back door is under an overhanging, which our friends sneak beneath to catch a glimpse of a bunch of knickknacks and garbage littering the ground, including an old sewing machine. The back door is wide open. It's dark inside. They climb the steps to the kitchen area, also disheveled and covered with odds and ends. Once inside, they're stepping over the trash and other items on the floor while scanning the rooms with a flashlight. They enter the living room. Something on a door across the room flies up. It appears to be blown by a breeze. The door then opens and slams shut while our brave Da backs away. Instead of racing out of there, they get closer. The door keeps creaking open and slamming shut again. He finally enters the empty hallway. No one is there.
What I missed, guys?
He shines the flashlight upstairs, and just when you think he's going to explore that second level, he hurries the heck out of that house. Probably a smart idea. The house alone is unsettling. I can't imagine what being there in person must have felt like. Although Dad knows some might call him a coward for being afraid, he insists that you had to be there to know what it truly felt like. On the contrary, most people believe in the comments of this video that Da was brave to stay in this obviously haunted house as long as he did. I'm one of them. Would you be able to sleep after seeing this? This video is a reupload shared by YouTuber Randy Stover. I was unable to track down the original source. At first, the person looks as though they were perhaps jolted awake from a nightmare.
Yeah.
Then this happens.
It could be faked. I'm not saying it is.
Something apparently
it could be
paranormal
fake.
is lifting them by their feet from the bed. Is this just some crazy abnormal gravitational pull? Or has something demonic entered the scene? I think this is a true case of paranormal activity. Fishing line would tear painfully into the ankles, so I don't see any other explanation for this one. There's no trickery to this one.
Oh
Nothing
my goodness.
paranormal, but we guarantee it will make some of you very scared. Posted to TikTok by Madison Bergia, the spider reunion on the ceiling is sure to send everyone out the door, leaving their shadow behind them. Madison captured this enormous mama spider and all her little spider babies just chilling outside, down right above her.
Look at the
Most
people.
commenters say
the
they're
people.
moving to Mars,
hi,
while
people.
Larray fan page writes that his anxiety went through the
hi,
roof
people.
watching this. We're with you, Larry. If you haven't panicked yet, now's the time. Just kidding.
sweetheart.
The historic Jefferson has plenty of haunting footage. This clip is one of the most chilling, captured by a guest staying in the doll room. The footage shows one of the room's many dolls coming to life.
Oh,
First,
I
watch
don't
behind
really
the pillow.
care for dolls.
It just peers out like that for about a minute. That movement, though.
Something peers out. It's one of the dolls.
Oh,
a moment
I didn't
later,
see
the doll
that.
falls over. This is the doll in question. The staff shares its creepy history.
Does have history to it. Typically, we'll put the doll here just to make it look kind of creepy, but we've had several guests say that the doll's not there, and we'll come and look, and the doll will be behind the chair. One time, that was.
The doll is creepy just looking at it, but this footage on top of its history of innate creepiness ensures
Anybody
that
could
I
be
can't handle
recreating
staying
that,
in
like,
the doll
you know,
room. Davo
someone's behind it. I
Velkrat
don't
explores
know.
an abandoned building on YouTube Live when his expression is interrupted by a distinctly human voice, or at least something doing their
Hey,
best
get out of
impression
there.
of one.
Oh, that was so fake.
Eventually, Davo tracks the noise to a single room not far away. He waits for another minute, hesitant to go any further, and sees a face poke around the corner. But when he rushes in, the person is
Looks like a little
gone.
kid.
A closer look at the room shows that there are no windows or doors that they could have escaped through from where they were positioned. There simply should be no way for them to disappear, and yet they are gone, leaving Davo Velkrat wondering what the heck is going on. Shadows can be tricky things. Sometimes they're natural, other times they lean more towards the paranormal. This one seems to be the latter. posted on Reddit by user Ukire. The Redditor writes that he still has goosebumps after receiving this clip. Some in the comments admitted to being upset with yet another orb post, but then, after watching it all the way through, their yearning for nightmare fuel was rewarded, although it just looks like the still image of a cell. Wait for it, and wait for it, and wait for it some more, and you just might be rewarded too. The Redditor wrote that his friend works the night shift here at this institution in a former police station. The room where this is filmed is not in current use, but in the past was a place where people checked out of custody. Some in the comments say the video looks legit. Others pointed out a creepy long face that makes a split-second appearance. Most in the thread comes to a consensus that this happenstance is very creepy and goosebump-inducing. Could it be a haunting or something worse? Whatever it might be, it's certainly mysterious. In church, according to YouTuber Alberto Del Arco, even God has abandoned this church. He and his crew visit there, and they find a mysterious document that he's trying to piece together.
It literally.
¿No dice el año? Espera, creo que esto aquí. Sí, esto aquí. A ver, esto no tiene nada. ¿Qué hay más?
But as he does, someone is watching over him.
Don't smoke, kids.
¿Qué, güey? Acabo de ver a alguien arriba. ¿Dónde arriba? ¿Allá? Arriba, sí, en el segundo. ¿En el coro? Sí.
Pareciera que hay alguien, güey. Creo que lo tengo aquí.
¿Hay alguien ahí? ¿Hola?
Does this figure not want them putting the pieces of the puzzle together? Or was there even anyone there at all?
¿Más luz, por favor? Oh, no manches. ¿Qué, güey? Acabo de ver a alguien arriba.
It does look like there's a momentary shadow up there, but I can't really tell if it's a figure or just a shift in the light.
Más luz, por favor. Oh, no manches. ¿Qué, güey?
I think it might have been a shift in the light.
What do you see? Although I can't say I'm positive.
I'm not positive,
I hope
though.
this pseudo figure is part of this mystery in the making. Number 6. A group of friends are roaming around an old English house that's rumored to be quite haunted. Unlike most of the other videos on this list, they are able to get upstairs and quickly start opening every door they can find. Then they come across one door in particular that they swear they've already opened before. I studied this video for a while, and I can say that this door was definitely opened before. When they open the door here at 11 minutes 27 seconds, you can see a circuit box with a yellow sticker in the bottom corner of the room. You can briefly see the same circuit box here at 8 minutes 14 seconds. This means that the door was definitely open just 3 minutes earlier. They aren't sure what to make of this discovery and decide to run away. Maybe they were faking surprise. Or maybe one of the friends closed the door as a prank, but something tells me that this was probably paranormal. Let me know if you agree. Who is standing at the end of the hallway? Published by Find Ghost in December of 2021.
My allergies are
This short
really
clip captures a ghost girl on camera in a haunted home. As ghost hunters are searching around this room, the camera pans around. Look closely at the end of the hallway. A creepy figure can be seen standing there with long white hair and a darkened face. When the cameraman pans back a moment later, the figure is gone. Would you leave? The caption says, I'm already gone. 01 Supernatural Studio takes a tour of this most haunted hospital in Asia.
其实这个地方的建筑是创立于1903年。据说在第二次世界大战开始，日本就占领了菲律宾，然后将这个地方改建成医院还有基地。然而，日军开始节节败退的时候，并撤离了菲律宾。
As this team explores the place, they are sensing energies at each turn.
然后随着脚步声前往的时候，那个警卫看见了一位高大的男性，并且穿着着军装，但因为灯光的关系。
Did you see something in the darkness?
Oh, I wasn't even looking.
In the next room again, they feel jumpy.
I was
非常的清楚知道，他看到鬼了。没错，那 一定是鬼。
I'm not sure if that was a ghost or just a trick of the light, but this next one is hard to deny. Watch the doorway as this man reaches the bottom of the stairs.
每一个医院都会有一个太平间，然而我记得那个时候是发生越战，每天都会送到医院来相当多的伤患跟军人。
Get a quote at lemonade.com.
Activating beast mode. 3, 2, 1.
Activating beast mode.
It looks like a figure passes at the end of the hall. Next, a strange shadow falls over this creepy hallway.
在这个地方工作的人，他说他真的很不喜欢这一条走廊，因为
They continue the tour and it just gets spookier from there.
接下来这个故事呢，其实
It's hard for me to watch
是一
because
位
I gotta read it.
住在当地的美国人所
So me
告知
reading
的。
it, I'm missing what he's
The
trying to
pit
show
looks
us.
like it
so
drops all the way to the
me, it's not a
fiery
good video,
depths
sorry.
below. They explore further and find this creepy underground bunker.
我朋友他的朋友告诉我的，当地曾经有一群年轻人跑进去这个废弃医院内探险。他们这一群年轻人，有几个甚至还在医院内玩着。
While we didn't see or hear any blatant ghosts on this tour, there's no denying this place is beyond creepy. I know I wouldn't want to wander those halls. Skiers beware. Sometimes the snowbank is deeper than it appears. Posted to Instagram by Chris J. Fish. This GoPro video shows viewers what it's like to avalanche yourself. The skier is seen traveling over a snowy hill between two trees, followed by some rocky crags. After overtaking the rocks, he immediately drops feet down into the snow. He is seen frantically trying to dig himself out. After what seems like an eternity, he spots a glimmer of sky above, as someone on the surface is also digging frantically to pull him to safety. Chris says this is the first time he's been completely buried. He writes in the comments, "I started to panic a bit as soon as I inhaled a whole bunch of snow. My entire throat and mouth were full and definitely had a bit in my lungs." He goes on to explain that his friend was staged nearby to rescue him if this happened, which anyone who's skiing across unknown territory should do. Did this scary event stop him from future skiing? Nope. He writes that as soon as his breathing returned, he was off again. Chris asked if we would include this PSA. He writes, "The rule to dropping from big cliffs into bottomless powder. Have someone close by to dig you out if you get buried." I'm thinking I'll stick to the bunny hill. A YouTuber named Tret uploaded this scary moment in Russia that has people wondering what it could possibly be. He looks down a boarded up well in the middle of the forest and sees a scary face in the dark. This could be a weird creature sighting or a ghost sighting depending on how you look at it. To be more realistic though, I see the head of a turtle. The blue eyes are weird though, so maybe that's not it at all. Ned Doll. While in the witch's house, YouTuber Dennis from Dark Ghost Paranormal discovers a living Rog Ned doll. The doll instantly puts Dennis on edge.
Ooh, I like it.
Здесь очень много мух появилось.
He places a walkie-talkie in the room with the doll.
Hell no.
Одну рацию здесь.
What's the walkie-talkie gonna do?
And he listens back to a recording he made.
Так, вытаскиваю микрофон.
The doll is watching. While he's in the room with it, he
Quit
hears
looking at
something
me,
in the
doll!
next room. But he finds nothing. Though it seems like this creepy doll is harmless, there is something about it that raises my hair on end. Dennis packs it up and returns it home, but he does not enjoy the doll's company.
Она уже оказалась там на диване. Все. Сейчас я замотаю, как она была. Положу ее в сумку и заберу с собой.
Given these events, though, I'd say that's understandable. Number 6, Catholics honor the departed on November 2nd with All Souls Day, praying for the souls of their departed family and friends, often with visits to the graveyard. But what happens when the soul hasn't crossed over? Published by Own Vlogs, these paranormal investigators visited a haunted graveyard in order to answer that question. As the crew wanders around the cemetery's open graves, they suddenly see this vague pale figure in the distance. After glancing over several times at the figure, the men get too scared by its stillness and start running off.
कुछ चीज है तो वो हावी होने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और ये क्या एक मिनट ये खड़े हो जाओ निकलो यहाँ से स्पीड से थोड़ा सा ये क्या
Gathering some courage, they turn and look back. The figure is still there. They run off again and straight out of the cemetery. Was this a soul that hadn't yet crossed over? Or just a graveyard statue? In any event, this is one scary video that went horribly wrong.
रास्ते में खड़ी है ये जो भी है रास्ते में है अरे भाई इधर से निकल भाई इधर
Maybe to the ghosts.
Imagine
the
running because of a
ones,
statue.
Published by Paranormal Boys in September of 2021. This unexpected poltergeist activity scared this crew to their wits' end. The short clip shows everyone panicking as a foundry door opens of its own accord. They all scream as they watch the door stand ajar for a moment before slowly closing again. Did this paranormal crew just scare the living daylights out of a ghost? As YouTuber Jojo Cannon writes, I bet that ghost was like WTF dudes. I couldn't agree more. How would you spend 30 minutes alone in an abandoned cartel hotel? This video posted by Southern Afterlife Paranormal TV in January of 2020 puts truth or dare to the test when Josh and Todd take a half hour to themselves in the abandoned hotel at 3 a.m. The Alone Challenge saw the two partners split up in the highly graffitied abandoned hotel, terrifying themselves with unsettling noises and even more unsettling feelings. At 2 minutes 13 seconds, a viewer points out that it appears someone is standing in the doorway at the end of the hall. When Josh flashes his light, at around 3 minutes 48 seconds, a scary sound is heard, almost like a cabinet being shut.
what that was.
That could be a number
At
of
around
things.
5 minutes 40 seconds, Josh finds an upside down cross that's wet. He believes from the cold and dampness of the hotel. At around 14 minutes, he believes he smells fresh paint. Maybe some invisible graffiti artist is there to touch up their artwork. Most in the comments agree this place has an awful and uber creepy atmosphere. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, live people could be lurking around any corner. Don't know if I'd want to run into either in this nightmare hotel. Thank you so much for getting me to 50,000 subscribers here on my Cults channel. If you want to support, please press that subscribe button.
That's going to be the end of the video. Tell me what you thought about the video down in the comment section below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and make sure you give me a thumbs up to show YouTube I am worth watching. I love you guys. And did you start growing at me? If you woke up today, you're already winning. Peace.